In the speech number 2, you're to research your subject and see what the research shows. I read the book on the biography of Leonardo da Vinci. Some of you may have noticed here a few months ago that one of his paintings sold for $450.3 million. Now that's a great example of legacy, that somebody that could that many years ago put a painting out that's being sold for that amount now. In the book by Isaacson, he talks about what are some of the genius characteristics of Leonardo da Vinci. I've been thinking about these characteristics and wondering how we could apply them to Toastmasters. There are some characteristics from Leonardo da Vinci that would apply to Toastmasters. In the book, there are many characteristics of genius, but I will only cover a few. One of the first ones to talk about is how Leonardo da Vinci captured his ideas on paper. And he had a notebook that he packed in his little fanny pack. And when something would come up, he'd make a note of it. In fact, he would travel around Italy and he'd travel to the square and he'd see faces and he'd say, that's a face that I want to draw at some point. So he would make a diagram on it. It's been shown that if we capture our ideas, these are epiphanies that come to us. And if we capture these ideas and then take some action on them, we too can be successful. We too can be genius. Now in Toastmasters, that's essential. You get the opportunity to do a speech out into the future. And then when something comes to you, make a note. Now recently, my son gave me a little notebook. There it is. I pack it right here. And this little notebook has a pen. Rather novel idea to have a pen these days. And in the notebook, you can copy down your ideas. So I have my notebook, I can copy down my ideas. Now, in Sartori's book, Synchronicity, the Entrepreneurial Edge, she says if you have an idea, it's important to take 5 minutes to brainstorm it and take some action within 24 hours. The notebook and ideas would be a key characteristic that Toastmasters could adopt. The other thing that I found is that Leonardo da Vinci was always growing. He was always wanting his reach to exceed his grasp. But what else did he do? Well, he avoided silos. That meant that he avoided being locked in to one particular area. I was just saying to a friend of mine recently, some of us get locked in when we read the newspaper, skip over the sports section, or others of us would just read the sports section. I'm saying Leonardo da Vinci was prepared to go across many different areas. Avoiding silos can be a key characteristic that Toastmasters could adopt. With Leonardo da Vinci, for example, he had a diagram on a human-powered flying machine. He wanted to know all of the aspects of water. But the one that I found most interesting is that he said to his patron, I can show you how to protect this city with some of the military genius that I have. We can all stretch by avoiding silos. The big one, which is now, it appears to be absolutely essential in Toastmasters, is collaboration. Toastmasters has always had the idea of collaboration. We have collaboration with the fact that we have evaluators. But now we have evaluation where mentoring becomes an essential element. Well, a lot of people, and I certainly was not aware, that many of the paintings that Leonardo da Vinci is known for to be the painter, were all done in collaboration. Other people supported his paintings. We in Toastmasters can exhibit that characteristic of genius by surrounding ourselves with people that can contribute to our goals. This next one's a little tricky. It's called creative procrastination. Now, procrastination is a bad name. Leonardo da Vinci was asked to do the painting in the chapel of the Last Supper. He was commissioned to do that. And his patron said, "What's taking you so long?" Leonardo da Vinci says, "I put some painting up and then I let it percolate." We can apply that same principle by doing something, let it percolate, and then get back and do the speech again. Creative procrastination. I in a way, feel a little chagrined about wanting to exemplify procrastination. We can all be geniuses, and there's many different things, and I highly recommend the book. Maybe just go to the last chapter and read all the characteristics of genius. I would like to show the book. The only thing is it's an online book, and it's a little difficult to show that. But we in Toastmasters have the opportunity to be geniuses. Just by doing what we're doing with this online is stretching the bounds of imagination. And that was one of the key things that Leonardo da Vinci did. He was always bordering on the edge of fantasy. Mr. or Madam Toastmaster, that's my second speech, and I look forward to Derek doing an evaluation.
What a great speech, Vic. It's very inspiring to write things down and to brainstorm them. Thank you so much, Vic. Our next speaker is Chris. Chris has tried to understand his communication style. Oh, Chris, excuse me, I was reading your introduction.
You can continue reading it.
Yeah, he's just getting prepared.
So Sri Durga, just continue reading his introduction.
He will be using slides and he will be